gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Robot Wars Reborn Rematches. Now this is a series I did mention that I was going to do, and I didn't really get around to it for a while because I was getting behind on the Reborn series, but I decided, you know what, let's at least get one episode out there so you know it's actually going to happen. And why not start with one of the greatest comebacks in not only Robot Wars history, but probably the history of robotic combat.
Damage can they take from Hypno-Disc? I think there's a gash in the side of Bigger Brother. There it is. Tell you what, despite all the damage, Bigger Brother are still fighting. Oh, Hypno-Disc is on the verge of going down. What an upset! Bigger Brother are beating Hypno-Disc.
In the Series 5 Grand Final Eliminator, Hypno-Disc was well in control for a good 2 minutes and 30 seconds of it. But when Bigger Brother went for the pit release button, Hypno-Disc tried to get in the way and backed into it by mistake, allowing Bigger Brother then to shove him down and advance into the final. It is generally considered by robot fans as the greatest comeback ever. Now in terms of how this fight is going to go due to the abilities of the bot, it really could go either way. Hypno-Disc has a very powerful saw that can chop off a lot of parts and get some good hits in, while Bigger Brother's two mirrored flippers allow it to flip a lot of bots over and it has a lot of power. His arm has been adjusted so that he can self-ride a little more easily. As for the venue, I've chosen the Octagon Arena mainly because it has pits and it has floor flippers, although it has pulverizers as well, and the shape is a little off and there's more pits and more flippers than what Robot Wars had. I feel like it's the most accurate for what the Robot Wars Arena was. Maybe in the future I could get a mod for this series. Let me know your thoughts on the venue and possible changes below. But for now, let's get into the fight.
From Brighton, Bigger Brother. From Middleton Cheney, Hypno-Disc. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
So Bigger Brother the flipper, Hypno-Disc the horizontal spinner, as we begin the rematch of the Series 5 Grand Final Eliminator. Bigger Brother getting an early flip on, wasn't doing too much. But there comes Hypno-Disc with some damage. Bigger Brother getting a big flip. And now we see how the Shremek of Hypno-Disc will work. And at the moment it is not working. And he takes a shot from the pulverizer. And Hypno-Disc is able to flip over. He's back in it now. The pits have opened up. These bots will have to be careful not to fall into them and not get too close to the floor flippers as Hypno-Disc is there. Bigger Brother missing flips, but Hypno-Disc not missing his strikes. There is some big damage on the side of Bigger Brother there on the right side. We can see the wheel is exposed. He's getting flips. Hypno-Disc goes to the pulverizer. Nearly toppled over there. Oh, and he's chopping away at that side. Smoke already for Bigger Brother. He's already up against it. This is not looking good. Hypno-Disc well in control. And they meet head on again. Nice little pop there from Bigger Brother. Hypno-Disc, another big shot. He's close to winning the first fight. Another flip from Bigger Brother. Trying to keep the flipper out in front, but he can't do it. And Hypno-Disc has destroyed him. Easy first win for the spinner. Well, that was a pretty even fight, wasn't it? Both bots really showing what they were able to do, but in the end, Hypno-Disc was able to get a lot of hits after self-riding with the Shremek, and he finished off Bigger Brother with a knockout.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Second fight now, Hypno-Disc leading the series 1-0. And he's very tentative to come out. Bigger Brother coming across the floor, getting an early flip. Not many shots early from Hypno-Disc as Bigger Brother doing a good job of keeping the flippers in front. And a big flip. Hypno-Disc on his back. Can the Shremek get him over this time? No, because Bigger Brother will help him out instead. The pits have opened up now. Another strike from Hypno-Disc and another flip and another one from Bigger Brother. He's flipped Hypno-Disc yet again. And he's quickly back on the right side. Hypno-Disc now with a big shot. He's flipped yet again. And this time the Shremek working quickly and efficiently. Another shot on Bigger Brother. Couple mistimed flips there as well. Oh, and he's pushing the floor flipper. And he's flipped out of the main part of the arena. He's also landed on his back. Can he self-right? Bigger Brother in a spot of bother here. Hypno-Disc waiting patiently. The count has begun on Bigger Brother. And he's flipped himself back. He can now come back to the center of the arena where Hypno-Disc will be waiting. Tentative charge there from Bigger Brother. Gets another little pop on Hypo-Disc, who's having trouble getting onto the sides of Bigger Brother. It almost looks like he's trying to break the flipper instead. Another little flip there. Oh, and Hypo-Disc gets flipped into the pit! Bigger Brother has won! Would you believe it? That's kind of familiar looking, doesn't it? Hypno-Disc was dominant for the most part in that fight, but the floor flipper decided he wanted to see a third fight as he flipped Hypno-Disc in the pit, with Bigger Brother getting the win.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Here we go. The third fight between these two. 1-1 in the series. And Bigger Brother coming out fairly aggressive again, getting a flip. Hypno-Disc on the backside, getting another hit. Both of these bots have shown what they can do. Hypno-Disc grinding away. There's a gash already on the side of Bigger Brother. This time on the left and a little bit on the right as well. Already struggling, already up against it. Trying to keep the flipper in front. He's got Hypno-Disc pinned. But Hypno-Disc racking up the points. Another little pop and another one. Bigger Brother doing his best, spinning Hypno-Disc around there, and another little flip. With every flip, though, comes a hit from Hypno-Disc, and he's grinding away at the backside. Look at the damage. Bigger Brother is up against it. Slow to move, slow to turn. Hypno-Disc can have fun with this now. Bigger Brother needs to get Hypno-Disc towards the pits. Oh, there's a big flip. And a beautiful right with the Shriek from Hypno-Disc. And there we go, striking again. He is not wasting any time. He's got Bigger Brother smoking. There's smoke coming out. There's some static as well. Hypno-Disc about to win this. He's close to finishing it off. He's got to be careful of the pit. And it doesn't matter. He doesn't fall in. He gets the second knockout against Bigger Brother. And drives into the pit for some reason. Hypno-Disc meant business this time. Although he got flipped a few times by Bigger Brother, he was very aggressive, got in the hits he needed to, and finished him off fairly quickly. And he gets revenge, winning the series 2-1. And now for some bonus footage. So this series was filmed by myself and my girlfriend, who was the one that helped me out. She was fighting as Bigger Brother and I was Hypno-Disc. Now, this was the first time she'd ever played the game before and she didn't really know how it worked. Meanwhile, I've played it for, 13 years it's been out, and so I know everything about it. Basically, what happened was, I was against the ropes at one point in this fight, as you'll see, and she was dominating, winning the fight, and then she got counted out because she didn't move from the little zone. You guys know how the game works. You have to move from the little area. Even if you're moving in it, you have to move away. Well, I failed to explain this to her before we started, and I failed to explain it when she was counted down to about 4 seconds. So she ended up getting counted out as being immobilized. And yeah, I figured I would show you guys this because interesting stuff happened, and it's extra footage for you guys, and I wanted to go to waste. And she kind of asked me to do it because she was very mad when I decided that we had to rematch it instead of giving her the win, because I wasn't sure what else to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this extra footage. Hope you enjoyed the first episode of Robot Wars Reborn Rematches. If you like the venue or you want it changed to something else, let me know in the comments below. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments, and you know I'll be quick to answer them. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. Should Hypno-Disc have tried to block the pit release button, or should he have just stayed away from everything, let Bigger Brother knock the pit down, and just fight very defensively? Have your say below. And if you want to see more from these recreated designs, check out the Robot Wars Reborn series on this channel. Bigger Brother appeared in episode 2, and Hypno-Disc appeared in episode 5. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Wait, no, when you move, we can flip emergency. Wait. Why Snow Job?